What it do? What it
What's,
do? What it
what's
do?
going on?
Not too much. How are you?
I'm fine.
Look, so we were gonna figure it out and we were gonna get it right one way or the other, right?
Right, correct.
All
You know
right,
that.
so look, you look like you busy.
Nah, I'm
This what
not.
we gonna do. Oh, you not? So you got time for me?
I got time for you.
Okay. All right, so first and foremost, thank you so much for chopping it up on this special Instagram live version of It's Consulting Time with your girl Lily Mae, where you know we always bring in joy, jewels, and justice, baby. So let's get rocking. Tell us a little bit about you, where you from, what your hobbies are, your social
Ooh.
security number, your date of birth, and your
Oh, God. All right, my social security number is 778. Nah, just fine. Look. I'm from Atlanta. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. I'm from the east side of Atlanta. Born and raised. Yeah, so I like the box. I like to shoot pool. I want to learn how to fish a little bit. I love bowling.
Man, I
Yeah.
wish you would. You don't want to see
What?
me. You don't
And what,
want to
in
see
bowling?
me. Listen,
Oh my God.
baby, I'm from the country. I grew up in the last capital of the Confederacy. My mother and father put my brother and I in a Saturday morning bowling league from the time we were like, they had this thing called the Pee Wee Bantams. We were like 4 when you had to roll the balls with no holes. You don't want to see me out there.
Oh no, I don't know. Now you might be a legend. I don't know.
Absolutely. So you said you want to learn to fish. Let's talk a little bit about that. I'm gonna tell you right now, this is not gonna be an interview like you've ever had before because I'm really big on people getting to know the person behind the name. So,
Right.
what is it that intrigues you about fishing?
Um, I feel like fishing is a skill. It's not like basketball. You just throw it and you might make the shot. Fishing, it takes time. You really have to sit there and wait. And then when you finally catch it, it makes you be like, it's just like a guy wanting this girl his whole life, never can get her. He finally got her. And it's like, oh, I did it. Fishing, I look at fishing like that, like, I finally caught me a fish. Everybody
Patience.
can't do that.
Patience.
Yeah, patience is
Patience.
the key.
Wow, that's what's up, guys. If you just tapping in, we're just getting started, but I can already see, Flo Malcom. That's something. That name is powerful, right? So let's talk about where the name came from.
Oh man, it's gonna be crazy. My last name is Malcolm.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
So I got Flo from that's my childhood nickname because I used to sleep on the floor a lot. I ain't never want to be in the bed.
Oh, look,
Yeah.
ting ting.
Yeah, so that's how I got it. That's how I got the name.
Okay. Okay. So it's really, really okay. It was really simple, well put together. Now, what is it that hit you or bit you and was like, yo, I'm about to do this music thing?
So my grandma, my great grandma, she was born in 1939. Rest in peace to her. But I used to grow up and she used to sit down in her bed all day, smoking cigarettes, drinking old English, playing music all the time.
Wait, wait. Did you say old English?
Yeah.
I'm about to fuck you up with this. My mother was born in 1938, and I'm not that much older than
What?
you. So we're going to leave it right there.
Oh, so you know.
What you know about that MD 2020?
Man, it's crazy. So that's really how I got into music for like being around all
Okay.
the time, hearing it. My mom used to like write poetry sometimes, and I used to just hear
Okay.
Al Green so much growing up. I'm like, this crazy. So basically, like, that's really how I got into music. It was like nobody was around me rapping. It's like to be around.
Mm-hmm.
I loved this. So I was like, dang, let me see if I could try. I used to suck, but now I don't find myself.
Oh, you sure did. You found yourself, and somebody found you. And who was that found you?
I was playing. Nah, Soulja. Shout out to Souljaboy. Shout out to him.
Absolutely. So talk to us a little bit about that. What was it like? You were just, you chilling, and then it's like, bad out.
It's really it's different. That's my cousin. So, but I didn't get to see people would think that people would think that it was easy, like giving.
Oh, I know. It was hard as hell because
Oh yeah,
family
for
was
sure.
getting your ass.
For sure. So I came out here to California. I supposed to be out here like 2 weeks. I supposed to left 2 weeks. I supposed to been out here. He was like, nah, you can't leave till you blow up. So I've been stuck out here ever since then. But I was in Atlanta, and when I got out of prison, he was like, I don't want you to get in no more trouble. This is what we finna do. I'm finna keep you out of trouble, give you something to focus on. So I feel like really he saved my life in a way. Because if I was in Atlanta, I ain't no telling what would have happened.
Guys, y'all heard that. Y'all heard that. That's what family does. And I think I wanted you to talk about that simply because, you know, we have this thing where we're unable to separate the government person from the personality. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, correct.
And what you just said spoke volumes. See, that's what, and look, all I can talk about is Black families because I'm Black.
Yeah.
That's what Black families have done for years. We are protectors. We are people of strength. So what Souljaboy did for you is what grandmothers, grandfathers, aunties, and uncles been doing for years. And so, guys, if y'all just checking in, understand something. The reason I asked him to really talk about this journey is simply because we got to understand that there are people behind the personalities. And oftentimes the people behind the personalities are the people that you really ought to know. You notice I didn't say want to know, the people you ought to know, because this young man right here is able to sit here, articulate himself to me, and truly show gratitude because his cousin saved his life. And that's what it's about. Now, that's a testimony and a story within itself. So what are you working on right now?
I'm working on a lot of stuff. I'm finna put out this R&B album. I'll probably drop it on Valentine's Day. I just released a video yesterday.
Okay.
And I'm really working on, like, I got people around me that I want to help too, because like people get it confused. I be hearing a lot of people be saying that they bosses and stuff like that. Cause you got a car, you got a house, you're a boss. But I tell people all the time, like, if you look at a boss, like with a regular job, the boss is the person that puts you in position that get you some money. You're not a boss because you got a car in the house. Anybody can get that.
You
so
better
that's what I
tell
want to
it,
do.
boy.
Yeah, so I wanna show people the correct way to be a boss. Put you in position.
That's it.
You can feed your family. You get your blessings like that. A lot of people don't do that because they're too selfish. So this is like, it's just like when you look at like the stores like the Arabs and stuff like that. Once they get their money, they pass it down to the next family. They're not selfish.
But we used to do that, right?
Yeah, we used to.
But what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring you back on my other show, All Things Authentic. And we're gonna really talk about some real shit because I'm glad we didn't wait until later. I'm glad you're here now because you don't know how I'm supposed to be hosting you for an interview, but you have legit blessed my whole entire spirit because you are so wise beyond your years and you understand the character and the tenets of the people that you come from. And because you understand that, you are going to really withstand all the tests and trials of this industry because you know they're coming for you because I can already tell you don't settle for anything. You know your shit and you're going to make it do what it do. And you know the powers that be don't like that, especially the powers that be.
Yeah, for sure. You're right. You're right.
So what are some of the things that you do to kind of keep yourself grounded and from getting caught up in all the foolishness?
I'm gonna tell you what I usually do.
Okay.
It's too going outside too much. Like people going outside, like want to just club. Eventually, you're gonna run into problems. So if I'm not booked, I'm not going outside. I make myself less available. And then like me going to prison, so being locked up so long, and I really had to like learn like that saved my life too. And I had to sit there one and I just looked at my shirt. Department of Corrections. This is the department to correct the stuff that you did. So sometimes I isolate myself and I sit in the room sometimes. I just probably sit in my room and the whole day. that type of stuff keep my mind fresh, and it keep my mind like away from negative stuff. Sometimes I don't even answer the phone for people. I just feel like it'd be like, nah, I feel like it finna be some BS that go on.
Don't it though?
That's why I keep my circle smaller than Cheerio. It's only a handful of people around me.
I like that. Oh, you really out here flowing. Keep your circle
Yeah.
smaller than Cheerios. Snap, crackle, and pop. So what would you tell your younger self? Like, what would you say to your younger self?
What would I say to my younger self?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, talking to my younger self is like talking to my kids. I tell my younger self, I'm glad that my younger self went through what I went through. Because if I didn't go through that, I wouldn't be the person I am now.
Absolutely.
I wouldn't change
Absolutely.
anything. I wouldn't change nothing.
Okay.
But let's say if I
Okay.
would have changed something, I'd probably been dead, life in prison. So God made that go a certain way for a reason.
Mm, that's all right. Wow. So Flo Malcom, what do you foresee for yourself in the next 3 to 5 years?
3 to 5 years, I want to open up some barbershops. I want to. So I never told nobody this though. Like once I get finally established, because like growing up, I was in group home and stuff. So I'm gonna be like adopt kids and make somebody else's life a little better. You feel me? Stuff like that. I want to do stuff like that. Probably a restaurant too, because I like asparagus.
Now listen, if you gonna open these barbershops, you let me know when you start so that I can put the therapist in there. Cause that was always my goal. Like that's
Okay.
what I do by day. I am a behavioral health case manager for children and adolescents, right? So
Okay.
my whole thing was Black men do not want to talk to anybody. Why not bring the therapist to them where they go to
Right.
release in the barbershop? A couple of years ago, right out there in California where you are, well, some years ago, they had pharmacies in the barbershops because Black men
Right.
won't trying to take no medication for nothing. And they actually had pharmacies. And I don't know what happened. I think it was like a pilot, but it's so many things that I feel like we can do as a people to help one another. So for you to say that that's what you want to do, Flo, I'm just elated. I'm so glad to have the opportunity to even entertain you here on my platform. You legit have blessed my heart just with your charisma, your intelligence, and just your love for where you come from.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I salute to you. So what final words do you have for the people?
Oh, the final words I have for people is patience is the key. You cannot rush greatness. Even if what's down must come up. And a lot of people that's not humble, what's up must come down. You feel me? So you always gotta like even when people like to do music, there's a lot of people that do music and they might not be too good
That's
at it.
true.
But I tell people all the time, even though you doing what I love to do, I still salute it. That's just like playing basketball. Like the greats was never a great because you just born with it. Practice. Keep going. And make smart investments.
I agree. I agree with you 100%. And you know what? I'm going to say this to you. I don't know how long you're going to be making the music that you make. You might have another platform waiting on you. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I know what I see when I look in the mirror, right?
Correct.
So when I look in the camera
Mm-hmm.
and I see that reflection, it's a different kind of reflection. You
Mm-hmm.
follow me?
I follow you.
So stay on the path that you're on.
Most definitely.
Continue to make the music that you make it, but just know, I think your platform will change. And it's gonna be all right when they do because you're gonna already have that following from
Correct.
this music and you're gonna transition them right to where they need to be. Because one thing about it, what you said, it says what was once last
Mm-hmm.
will soon be first. And
Most
that's
definitely.
our story, and we sticking to it. Flo Malcom, let everybody know what you got coming up and where they can find you on every platform.
I got albums finna drop. And
Okay.
y'all can find me wherever y'all grandma listen to music at. I'm everywhere. I'm on Google. I'm on PlayStation. I might be in your backyard somewhere. You know, I'm I'm everywhere. Look, I'm everywhere,
Look,
man.
I'm looking. I'm trying to see. I don't remember a fence and some trees.
Yeah, that's me right there.
You know what? Thank you so much for being here. We will definitely keep in touch. We will follow your journey. We will follow your journey. And whenever you need a place to vent and put out the things that you need the people to hear, you always have a spot on It's Consulting Time, where we do nothing but serve joy, jewels, and justice. Peace and love.
Thank you.